What is magnification? Magnification, well, formula you know children, m is minus v by u and m is also h prime by h. On solving, if you get the magnification value as positive, what does this tell? I already told you children that the positive and negative sign in numericals of light means whether they are real image or inverted image. It doesn't mean nothing else. So when magnification is positive, it means it is a virtual and erect image. Virtual and erect image. When after solving you get for magnification, you get a negative sign, which means it is a real and inverted image. Real and inverted image. And also, if m is equals to 1, on solving, if you get the value, the number to be 1, what does it mean? It means that the object height is equals to image height. That implies h is equals to h prime. When will you get where both the object and the image sizes as equal? Yes, when the object is kept at C, the image will also form at C with the same heights. So just by looking at this, you can know where the object is kept and where the image is forming, which means object at C, object is placed at C and image also is at C. Image also is at C. And since the image is forming at C, what can you say? Is it a real or inverted image? Of course, it is a real image because C is only in front of the mirror, not behind the mirror. So, which means the image is real and inverted. Image is real and inverted. So just by the value that m is 1, you can derive so much meaning. Now, if m is greater than 1, what do you mean by that? See, you know, when the object is placed at different positions, the size of the object will be different. Sometimes the image can be point size image. Sometimes it can be smaller than the object. Sometimes it can be larger and sometimes it is much magnified than the object. So, if the m value is greater than 1, which means the image formed has a greater height than the object height, which means h prime is greater than h. What does it mean? Image height is greater than object height. Now, from this, can we conclude whether it's a real image or inverted image? No, because both real and inverted will give you enlarged images or magnified image. So, this means when m is greater than 1, it means you are getting a magnified or enlarged image. Enlarged image. So, just by the number alone, you cannot say whether it is real or inverted. However, if m is, suppose I say m is plus 3. M is plus 3. 3 is greater than 1. So, it is magnified. And also plus. Plus tells you that it is a virtual image. So, what you can say? How can you analyze this value? Plus positive sign. What does this mean? It means it is virtual and erect image. And 3, which means it is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 1. Greater than 1. So, whenever the magnification has a value greater than 1, then what does it mean? It means that the image is enlarged. image is enlarged. So this is a virtual and enlarged image. So where will you get this? This you will get behind the mirror, on the other side of the mirror. Now, let us continue. So we have studied what m is positive means, what m is negative means, what m equals to 1 can mean to you, and what if the value of m is greater than 1. Now let us see what m lesser than 1 can mean to you. Lesser than 1, it can be like m is half centimeter, 0.5 centimeter, which means m has a value in decimals. What does this mean? This means that image is diminished in size. Image is diminished in size. When the value of m is less than 1, what do you mean by less than 1? When the value of m is in decimals, you know that the image is diminished in size. And what kind of images will have diminished image? Only the real image will have diminished image. Virtual in concave will always give you magnified image. So the moment you get to know that the image is diminished, you don't even have to look at the sign. You will automatically know that it is a real image. Image is diminished in size, which means only real image gives diminished ones. So what should be the sign for m for less than 1 values? So therefore, m should always be minus and then a decimal sign. This is possible. But tell, is this possible? Is this possible? Now comment on this, children. Can we have a magnification for a concave mirror of plus 0.5?